Welcome back to Home Video, this is James. So today we're looking at the 1980 box office bomb by Michael Cimino, Heaven's Gate. The film stars Chris Christopherson, Christopher Walken, Jeff Bridges, John Hurt, Isabelle Huppert, and this was a massive box office bomb at the time. It was shot for 44 million, which I think in today's standards would be around 170 million, and it only made back 3 million. Well, so today's standards 10 million. So made 10 million back out of the 170 million. It really destroyed Michael Cimino's career. Previous to Heaven's Gate, he had shot The Deer Hunter.
You want to play games? All right, I'll play them games. Ow!
This won, I think, 5 Oscars. The studio just let him basically run loose with Heaven's Gate. Michael Cimino even said himself that he wanted to create a modern Gone with the Wind type movie. The story revolves around a dispute between land barons and European immigrants in Wyoming in the 1890s. The original cut of the film was 325 minutes long, so that's 5.5 hours, and the studio hated it, so Cimino basically spent the next summer cutting it down to 220 minutes. I think there was an action sequence that went for about 90 minutes on its own, so that was way too long. Michael Cimino actually shot, I think it was somewhere around 200 or 220 hours of footage for the film, so he really ran right with it. Cimino did things, for instance, where there's a landscape shot, and he spent days, I think even weeks, just waiting for the perfect cloud conditions overhead to light the scene.
What do you think of my new suit here? I paid $50 on credit for it. More than likely pay it off real soon, though.
So it was things like that where he wanted natural lighting to light the scene. So a real obsession over detail that went into the film. Cimino did multiple takes for scenes, and once again attention to detail. He just wanted to make sure that he got it right. They had a set built and he wanted it moved 6 feet forward or 6 feet backwards, something like that. So they basically demolished the whole set and rebuilt it again, 6 feet forward. They could have just moved it all, but he demolished the whole thing because it just didn't look right. So it was about the detail for Cimino, but it was costing the producers a lot of money.
I can't stop crying. I don't know what the hell is the matter with me. I feel I finally got somewhere. I'm so happy I could best.
There's a lot of good moments in the film. Moments that I find that I come back to and I watch again. For instance, there's a dance sequence in a hall between the two main love interests, Chris Christopherson and Isabelle Huppert. And it's just a really nice sequence. Critics mostly were all negative about it, mostly negative reviews, but over the years it's garnered a little bit more praise. Great cinematography, great acting. There's a lot of padding that could have been cut down even more than the 220 minutes that it is. And unfortunately Michael Cimino didn't do a lot after this film. It kind of bankrupted him financially and probably mentally, so it is quite unfortunate. I decided to keep this review short. There is a lot to talk about on this film, but because the film actually is quite long, I suggest, if you want to see the film, go check it out. I really enjoyed the film, so I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. Definitely think it's a classic western worth having a look at, and leave a comment, let us know if you enjoyed Heaven's Gate. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that yet. And I'll see you next time. This is James signing off from the Home Video channel.